this couple, they had learning difficulties, Kate. And we know when someone is being manipulated. And social services, I know you don't like this kind of talk, they are liars. And they are lying.
Listen, you see my finding with some kids with nothing to do with child issues, but social services I did have some of my business after
not your property, it's not your property. It's not your property, it's not.
Hello?
For the doctor, he's doing some good judgment and taking these lawyers, children into care. And it does seem to be a big prejudice against Cornell Brown.
When Cornell was 7 years of age, his father, by the skin of Cornell's back, he nailed him to the stairs.
Two assaults on two girls, Jack's your brother.
Well, I mean, if you're going to get into all of this, you might as well stop filling. I'm here to talk about Cornell.
Thank you. Call this number. No, I'm not sorry, okay? I'm not in line. No, it's okay. I'm going in line and you're going to lie. You're lying. You're right. What's your problem, son? I'm okay.
So, that was Miss Sharon Simons from Lambeth Social Services, and Cornell phoned up to find out about the welfare of Chloe.
That's right, yes.
Okay, now, she's called him a pest. Now, if I was fighting for my children under false allegations, I would be a pest. If there's one thing that you could have in this world, anything. If a fairy came and said, I'm going to give you one wish, what would that wish be?
To have both my children home.
To have both your children home.
Cornell and Vicki are going to go and check the baby. And like I said before, the reason they haven't been to antenatal or to their doctors is because they're terrified that their child is being taken away from them, as it happened in Ireland. The baby was born by cesarean section, taken away from Nikki, and she wasn't even allowed to hold the child.
Congratulations, brother. I hope you're both very happy. Yeah, you're going to be very happy, both.
I want my baby back. We want our baby back.
Stop child abuse by the government. I am against child abuse. Open the secret family courts in the UK.
So in the next hour and a half, we will find out which one of the case is an innocent person or a guilty person. At the moment, I'm not making any judgments, and now the crew here, open-minded about it. But he's taken voluntarily, and he will stand by the results. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster for the next hour and a half for Cornell, I'm sure. But what's been proven that something did not happen or happen in the past wasn't my point. There's no reason to do so. Cornell, I was actually telling the truth. I've never touched Chloe, I've never touched any child. I've actually got here no deception indicated, +9 +9 +9. That was the highest mark possible yet.
It's looking bad for social services, but what's new about that? So we'll leave it at that level and talk to you again soon.
The last social workers I spoke to were the social workers that ripped my family apart. Okay? So, I was brought up tough and I've come from the street. I'm not politically correct and I'm talking to you straight.
Okay, can we start again? And so you can start filming, but we have to have some agreement about when it's going to finish and what we're going to,
We will need to help us. We don't want to denigrate you.
I want to tell.
In the article, it said that you was going to start independent investigation.
I know, but that's what we were looking at the letter, being very clear that as far as they were concerned, the case was closed. If it was going to be reopened, it would have to be done legally.
But
I don't have any access to a solicitor any more than I did suggest to Cornell a number of things, like, for example, getting a new solicitor, like talking to Camilla Cavendish, like seeing the families for justice law. Now, he's obviously gone and done a lot of those things, and he's got you two involved now. But,
it's not just us, it's our company.
Okay.
What would you advise for Cornell and Vicki, given their circumstances, and that the case has been closed, they have no contact with either of their children, and they have no solicitors, they have no representation at all.
Well,
what would you advise would be their next move? Yeah, I'm filming, Kate. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I would advise is that I don't understand why they can't get one new solicitor who deals with both of them. I think the fact that the two cases have been separated has allowed everybody to play off one against the other, and indeed the solicitors, because the solicitors don't always particularly solicitors who specialise in this kind of area. And maybe it would be helpful, and I can't promise, but I can try to see if we can find a solicitor who isn't necessarily part of that, how to put it, clique of solicitors who do act.
That's what we would like. Everyone agrees that that's what should happen, that they should be dealt with as a couple.
Right. So
one case.
Let's say that would be one positive thing. The other thing that you've just given me information that I didn't know about was the pregnancy. Now, that allows, I think, us to start in a way with this new baby, who, I don't know, when is...
Well, if I can just give you some information on the new baby that's expected. Like I say, she never went to antenatal for 4 months because she's frightened that social services will tear their baby away. So social services in reports are aware that she's pregnant and have always been, but that had nothing to do with the girl's antenatal. Well, I don't know how they found out, Kate, but they know. And the doctor as well, their GP, Dr. Heenan is aware that she's pregnant. But social services...
I think Dr. Heenan is very supportive.
Because they're innocent.
Yeah.
Because the reason that it was really the children were taken away is because there was an allegation that Cornell Brown is a paedophile, and we've proven through a lie detector test, whatever you think about lie detector tests.
I'm sure they're pretty...
they're more reliable than most evidence that goes into court.
I also got a letter from the police saying that they found no evidence.
No evidence at all.
So, at the moment, there is no evidence other than what the courts decided on the basis of social services reports. Isn't that what you're saying?
And now, I'm going to introduce you to a couple whose case we've been working on for the last 4 months, and it is horrendous. But this couple have not seen their children for 5 years. And I'm just going to let you hear what the last thing that this couple heard from their daughter when they phoned a social worker. This recording you're about to hear is from a social worker's phone. Can we play that? This is Cornell. This is his daughter. This is the last thing, the last expression, the last anything. They've not seen their daughter for 5 years because the Labour Social Services had them in their custody. This is Nicola. This is the mother. This is a horrendous case. Now, when I was at the conference for this couple, for their children, at the end of the conference, I read out a statement that this couple asked me to read. And I'm going to read this statement to you all now. This is to Lambert Social Services who stole the children, okay? We, Cornell Brown and Nicola THATCHER, the rightful parents and guardians of Chloe Crystal Tracy Brown and Princess Jasmine Brown,
have been excluded from this conference, which has been called to discuss the future of our unborn child. We believe this is an infringement not only against our rights as loving and attentive parents to our children, but also an infringement against our civil liberties and human rights. The catalogue of false allegations against ourselves by Lambert Social Services and their cohorts is continuing to build. The evidence of these outrageous tactics has now been exposed to the relevant authorities, and it is our intention to have our misplaced children returned to us, their natural parents, where they belong, and to see the perpetrators of these crimes against us in a court of law. God bless all victims and survivors. And to see the perpetrators of these crimes against us in a court of law. Well done. And that's what all these people are working for, because we need to expose these horrors. And here we are yet again in Trafalgar Square under your man, under Nelson's column, and this is a democracy. This is England. This is the height of democracy. And we are still abusing our children in this country. And we want to know what the government is going to do about institutional paedophiles that are operating in this country now. And I'm going to applaud these people. Well done. Well done.